Okay, welcome Jabalali. In this tutorial, we're going to design the interface for our calculator app. Okay, so I've given my calculator app a name called Calculate It Now, and I'm going to click on Create. Now, the first thing we need to do is make sure we give our home screen a name. Let's wait for that. So I'm going to rename my screen. I'm going to call it Calculate It Now. Okay, so that's my screen name. And the components you'll need some kind of title, and I'm going to add an image on there to resize that, my image, and I've got myself a logo from my design. I'm going to go and get that. So there is my logo. It should appear. Okay, there's my logo. And what you'll need is a input box for your first number. So we need text input. So I'm going to put that onto there. And I'm going to rename it. I'm going to call it first number. Okay. And I'm going to give it a title in here. I'm going to call it again first number. And you see that it puts the text inside the input box there. Okay, so I put first number. Okay, and then I'll need a second number. So I'm going to add another text in and to call that second number. Make it the same size as the first one. First number and second number, and then remember to rename it here. Second number. It's important that you rename it for when you come to program. So there's my first number and my second number. Okay, now I'll need 4 buttons. Okay, I'll need 4 buttons. One button here for addition, so I'm going to call that add, and I'm going to name it on here. I'm going to put a plus sign, very simple. Then you can color these if you want. Then I'm going to add another button, and I'm going to rename that. I'm going to call that divide. The divide sign is the forward slash. So divide, and so let's move those around like that. And another button, and I'm going to rename this one. Let's call that minus, and put a minus sign, very simple, on there. Divide minus, and we want multiply. So add one more button, and to rename that multiply, and I'll put X on for my multiply, and then I'm just going to arrange those buttons nicely. Okay, once you're happy though, not straight, I'll make those a bit better. Once you're happy with the layout of your buttons, you need one more component, and that is a label. So I'm going to go over here, label, and this time I'm going to rename my label, and I'm going to call it answer. Okay, and I need to resize that, make it nice and big, and move that here. And I'm going to add some text. Whoops. I'm going to call that answer. So the text you'll see is answer, and I'm going to do the align. I'm going to make sure it's in the center like that. Okay, and I might also change the background color. Where's my background color? There it is. So it stands out. So there you go. So there's my title. My first number entry input, second number input, plus, divide, minus, multiply, and this is where my answer will be displayed. Okay, we might go back and edit these later when we test it, but that is the general layout for your calculator app. Try it and then move on to the next tutorial where we will begin coding.